Hi guys, welcome to Bunny's Design. Just had a problem trying to get back on the internet then. That's a bit strange. But I'm just back. I'm going to be working in this book very shortly. I'm just going to make myself a very quick drink. I have coffee, but I will be working on that book when I come back. So I shall be back in a couple of seconds, guys. Just have to go make myself a drink. And then we will be working in this book. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Right, welcome back to Bunny's Designs. This is part 4, I think. Just have to make sure we're not holding out on settings. And I think we might be okay there. I'm going to be working in this book and doing quite a few pages on here. Some with Peerless, some with Hydrus. And I think I'm going to do this page here. I've written a little note to myself to say do it in Peerless. So I'm going to move this across and leave that little note under there. So I've got a wipe. It's actually a little... It's an all-purpose cleaning wipe. It's a little pack, and I had it handy for me. So it's nearly dry now. I've got my #1 Derwent water brush, and I'm using my Peerless in my little book of watercolours. So I'm just flicking and colouring. And I'll just see if I can do this. Hi, Toff. Toffee's having a purr. Oh dear. And unfortunately, let's see if we can get some. Oh dear goodness. At the minute, it keeps disappearing. That works. All right, off we go. I always forget to tweet, guys. Sorry. Right, so we've got... Oh dear, sorry, that's the little old dog. So we've got some little chicks. Oh goodness me, excuse me. Just made myself a quick coffee. Yellow daffodils. So I'm just going to touch a little bit of colour and move about. Oh dear, sorry about that. So this is part 4 of Live Thursday. Oh, Dex is trying to be off with me. This is little Wesley, little bless him. Oops, bless him. Who we went to be neutered last night, but unfortunately had a nasty reaction to the anaesthetic. So Poirot is no more, bless him. our little boy. That was him having a bath yesterday. So he was all nice and clean to go to see Mr. Vet's. So he's gone now. Poor little man. But he was so funny. He had some funny markings. And I used to call him Poirot because he had the little moustache. Oh, there you go, Diane. Sorry, guys. So we're all a bit fraught today. So we lost the little bunny. So my daughter's really upset because it was her birthday present last year, because she kept saying, I want a goat, Mummy, I want a goat. I said, we're not having any goats. And she said, I want a goat, I want a goat. I said, we're not having a goat. And then she said, I want a rabbit. I said, yes, you can have a rabbit. So I got Bambi and she got Wesley, and Bambi was already pregnant when we got her. So we ended up with this. That's why we ended up with the 6 bunnies. So he's in the sky, in heaven, playing with all the other bunnies now, doing what Wesley liked doing best, making baby bunnies. That was his favourite thing. So he'll be chasing all the lady bunnies, doing his thing now. Oh, thank you, Dana. Hopefully not too early. Hopefully not too early. Goodness gracious. There is a thing about, as an old proverb, that when you die, you meet all the pets that you've saved on a bridge. I think I might be there for a while. But it was my daughter's little white bun. But of course, she's really upset. And the vet rang me last night at midnight, but of course I didn't tell her till this morning. So it was a bit of a shock for her. And she's not having a good time because the little dog she's had since she was a toddler, the lurcher, she's got leukemia, so she's hanging on by a thread. So it's a bit of a doom and gloom around here at the moment. No, but Wesley's not mine, so it wasn't ever my bun, actually. The disabled thumper was mine, the disabled dwarf. We'll see. This should be quite quick, so that should be okay. Again, just putting colour down and manoeuvring it around. Now, this Hannah Carlson paper can take this, so that's fine. I'm working a bit wetter than normal. This is a really quick, easy way to work. So there's no blending. You just take the colour till there's nothing left on the brush. That gives you that lovely watercolour highlight. And not sure if they are tulips, actually, but so I hadn't intended on colouring any other colour books in anymore, but it's funny how things, you're tricked into things. So I need to rearrange things now. Spare me a second. Let's see if I can get that onto there. Oops, sorry guys. So Samantha's really upset because, of course, she had all the girl bunnies that we had. She had all the girl bunnies neutered and they were fine, and of course did not expect the little boy operation to not go as easy. So that was a bit of a shock. I think I'm getting a lot stronger when it comes to my animals now. And Dexter's very old as well, but he belongs to my middle daughter. So we do have a small zoo here, if it's the first time you've actually been around. We have a small zoo. Oh, and I have to stop doing that. Yeah. Right, I've done that one. I'm using this quite wet, actually. But of course, by the time we struck that colour up there, it's gone quite pale. It's got nice highlight. It's a bit big, actually, is this, have to say. It's not really working, so I don't enjoy just slapping paint on, even though I'm getting a watercolour effect. I don't really enjoy this anymore, so. Once you've done this, you could probably work into it and yeah, I think that's about as much as I'm going to get out of that. I nearly cancelled the whole show, but I thought I'd be able to do that, but I can't. I've done a bit. I don't have any inspiration to colour anybody else's work in at all, unfortunately. I picked out quite a lot of colour books to do, but I really can't do them. Sorry, guys. I can't do them. Never mind. Why that doesn't come up there? I don't know. Oh well. No, can't work in that one either. Oh, don't just go cough somewhere else, Dexter, please. His cough seems to be got. No, I think I'm going to have to not do any live shows anymore. I think because they're not very good. I thought I could keep going, but I can't. Let's see what else we can do. I don't really. I don't really think. I don't really want to start. I don't really want to start anything in here. I do have a mushroom page, but again, I'm still going to struggle colouring. Oh dear. I honestly thought I would be okay, but I'm not. So I did a lot of playing with colour. Is this the one that I did play with colour, but the problem I have, my right hand just will not do what I want it to do. I was playing with, if you look at, is it this one? If you look at this one, I was doing quite a few colour wheels, and it took a long time to get the right red, because remember what I said about the purples. So I did have a bit of trouble doing this. But I was having a good play with the reds and the purples. And I had 2 blues, 2 yellows and 2 reds, and the differences were just quite amazing. Differences were quite amazing. I do like Art Rage, and I can't set up the other thing because the laptop doesn't like it, so I can't play in Art Rage, not Art Rage, Coral Painter 2, because I did want to do I need to do another. I was looking at those, weren't we? We've had an update on the kittens and the cats. I took some photographs to use for the old books. We showed Wrestle Castle. This I did this yesterday, and it's the first time I played in Coral Painter 2019. But I can't set it up because I use the laptop I'm using now as for the camera for the internet. But I do like the coral, but I don't think there is one for this. So there isn't one. There's only a Coral Painter, but not for the iPad, I don't think. So I'm going to have a look at that. So this was the first day playing with Coral Painter. You can download it for 30 days. So I've got 29 to go. And I do like Outrage. I like Outrage better than Procreate, but Procreate is okay. I love the fact that your color wheel is here and your tools are here. That's your color picker. So if you just tap and hold down, and double tap, and then you go onto tubes. Oh, it's on a hidden layer. That's right. I'm messing about with hidden layers. No, I didn't want to do that. Oopsie. So this is the one that I did the color wheel, and I was messing about with the colors, because when you say orange and blue, red and blue make orange, red and blue make brown, and purple and blue. So I was playing about with all these colors to get the right greens and the right blues. So that's like a French ultramarine. Oh, for goodness sake, Alfie. So right, I may have to stop because the girls are home. It's impossible to do it otherwise, because they make so much noise. They don't mean to do. So I was messing about with color, and it's quite good to mess about with color because you're putting tubes of paint out, and you do. It's quite accurate. It's not perfect, but it's quite accurate. So if you use an orange red, you're going to get a good orange. If you use a pink red, you're going to get a good pink, a good purple rather. The same with the green. If you use the blue, if you use a purple blue, you get a good purple. If you use a cool green, then blue, then you're going to get a better green. And I was playing about with colours. So sometimes it's a good idea if you can digitally play with those. Sorry guys, this has just been a complete disaster. I can't concentrate. Sorry, really can't concentrate. I thought I could, but I can't. I am probably going to do this picture next because of the eyes. So I shall keep that one because I like the highlight on the eyes. Sometimes, same with the cats. Sometimes it's a cat. Sorry, it's a bit of a scary picture. But it's a competition for a portrait, and you've got to do a self-portrait. So you have to do a self-portrait. Oh, sorry, you've lost your kittens. I don't have anything to do with that because we've still got Bungle with his snotty nose. So we can't foster. We did foster a couple of little boys. But I do go on a Wednesday to play with them. And Bungle's here, and he hasn't got his snotty nose. So there's our Bungle, and he just loves to sit about. He was up there earlier, actually. And then there's Betsy Doodles. Sorry, I've got to remember not to use that. There's Betsy Doodles with her paws sticking out. She's still a grumpy girl. She's the grumpy pants. And there's Bungle with his snotty nose. There's our Bets. That's quite a pretty one as well. Again, there's a reflection in the eyes. So I kind of like that. So she's quite a pretty girl, is our Betsy Doos, with her white paws. And she's got beautiful pink feet. She's got the pinkest feet ever. If that's going to come out, hopefully. The pink feet. She has pink pads. And of course, she doesn't go out now, so she's as clean as a new pin. These cats are gorgeous. Again, I might do that one because there's a reflection in the eyes. But I can't use Procreate when I'm using. Oops, I can't use this one. That was a pretty one. Again, the eyes. There's a lovely reflection in the eyes. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that either, but there is a reflection. I'm trying not to use this wrist. That was a nice one as well, of the sister. Well, we thought it was a brother, turned out to be a sister. So they've been reamed home, but I love the colours. I love the colours in his eyes. So they're quite sweet, but they've gone now. I think that's a little boy. He's still there. There's Rocco. He's still there as well. And then there's two girls. She's gorgeous. Again, she's got beautiful eyes. Oops, sorry. Oopsie. That's naughty to do that. This one has beautiful eyes as well. Golden eyes. Absolutely beautiful eyes. And again, there is a bit of a reflection there. And the pink nose. It's the pink salmon nose that gets me every time. She's quite sweet. She's still there. You can see quite a lot of video of the kittens now. But the mummy cat, where is she? She had 4 kittens, and then they brought in... I don't know whether I have a photograph of them now. They brought some in. And there's the mummy cat. So she had 4 kittens, and the lady was really clever because while 2 were feeding, she took them away and she put 2 kittens that had come in without a mum that were about a week younger, and they were 3 weeks old, and she put them on and she never noticed. So then she's got 6 kittens and she just thinks all kittens are hers. And so she looks after all 6 now. So that's been a week. So she's doing really well. And of course, they don't need very longer before they're weaned. So they're being weaned as we speak. But it's my job to go and have a bit of a play with them. But unfortunately, I missed out this week. So they're just at the cute stage where they're running around and they're playing. They're just at the cute stage and feeding. So I'm missing my little job playing with kittens. There we go. Oopsie, no, don't to do that. Here she is again. Look, isn't she gorgeous with those fabulous eyes and pink nose? So these are all up for adoption. Say the door. Where's it? Oh, I can't talk today. I still can't find my books. I've got a huge painting of books and I can't find them. I don't know what I don't know what I've done with my books, because I was going to paint them again, but I've lost some artwork. I don't know where it is. I mean, it's about a 3 foot by 3 foot painting, so it can't go too far away, but it's disappeared. So we're looking for, and again, this is Betsy Doodles in her cubby. She loves her little cubby. Sorry guys, I cannot hold anything. Sorry guys, really can't hold anything. Just can't hold anything at the moment. So there's Susie. I don't think that is Susie though. I can't remember what she's called. There's half a dozen cats to go. Yes, I do have a large bag with me when I go, and some of them crawl in. And that was with Bungle. I resisted him for long enough, and then about the third week, nobody wanted him, so he kind of ended up in my bag. And this is Betsy Doodles recently. So she's kind of, it's taken 6 months, but she's decided she might like to stay here, and that was her pose. It's the first time she's looked chilled out, and when I stroked her, so she just stayed like that. And there was Bungle, but it's the first time we've had a chill out picture of Betsy Doos, who said, "Okay, then this is my sofa. I'm here, thank you." So, and Betsy was found with all her kittens. She was found. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, she was found with all the kittens. And normally a cat will leave the kittens if they died, but she didn't. She stayed with them. So she was found with all her kittens, and she was such a sad girl. And then when we got Bungle, he was a bit snotty, and so Bungle loves her. So he got a mummy, and she got a baby cat. Well, he wasn't such a baby, but she got her kitten. So and she absolutely adores him. Wherever he is, she runs round after him. The only thing is, she's getting a bit podgy. She's a bit of a podgy girl, is our Betsy Doodles. But she loves Bungle, and she can't be in a different room because she panics. She has to know where he is. But I just love that. I love that pose. I'm just sunning myself, having a snuggle. So I'm hopefully going to be a bit better by next week, but we have to see. So Bungle's got a pill, and he has to have a 20th of it every 4 days. I don't know what pill it is. We waited 3 weeks for it to come, but he's got to have a 20th. Was this Bungle's lot? No, that was another lot. They were the last lot of kittens that we got to play with. Just bundles of kittens. And I had a lovely bit of a video. He was doing that with his paws. He was flipping his paws out. All the others sleep, but he would not go to sleep. And he was flipping his paws. And they loved being on the back. So he was on his back having a sleep. Looks like I'm stroking, but I actually, because of the light behind me, I could see right up their noses and noticed they had little bits of bogies. So I'm the bogey queen. I'm the bogey queen when it comes to kittens, because I just sit. But there is a little bit of a video of him when he's squidging his paws. She was another little pretty one. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to find the picture of the kitten when he was, look at them all. Oh, it was so cute.
Do you want orange popper on?
No, darling, thank you.
Because I'm a little...
No, thank you, darling.
I'm emotional.
I know you will be. Poor Samantha, she's lost a baby. She used to bath Wesley nearly every other day. She's just really, really upset because we never thought that was the other kittens with her babies. we just never thought he would do that. I'm just looking for this little bit of video, and I did actually put it on the television. Oh, I didn't put it on the television. I put it on my YouTube channel. But it should be here because he was playing. He was playing and he was doing this with his claws. And then he bit his mummy. And that was a little kitten we lost, that one. We couldn't believe it. He went lame, and then a week later he just went to sleep and didn't wake up. So this is what I do when I play with kittens. Just play with kittens. So that was quite sad. He was the one with the white face. He had the little cheeky chops, him. Couldn't believe it. All the kittens were identical. And because all the other kittens were okay, we just had to find out why. And it was just so strange that he didn't survive. And all these other kittens were perfectly all right. Just looking for the little kitten. And it's disappeared, which is very strange. I wonder why it's disappeared. Sorry, guys, I can't find it. Oh, it could, yes. It could. I've got another couple of videos out on the website for the cats, because we've got one with the older cats. I'm just quite perturbed. I can't see the video. So Samantha's a little bit drained today. She expected to get up and go get Wesley. Little Wesley. So we've got to go pick him up in a bit and do the honours down the garden. This is our bungle, who now is too big to go in there, so Betsy goes in. Betsy goes in there. Oh, gee whiz, miss. I can't even hold my phone at the minute. Is that little bungle? Oh no, that's not bungle. Well, it is bungle, but he's not as he was. I don't know why I can't find my videos. One last look to see if I can find this video. Oh, it's not looking good. Let's have a look. Oh no, it's playing movies on TV. That I don't want to do that. This video is on here. We'll see if this is on here. If not, I won't bother trying anymore. No, it seems to have disappeared, which is very strange because it's on YouTube. So I wonder why it's got rid of it. I wonder why it's got rid of it. This is Bungle playing on his iPad. Bungle playing on his iPad. There's a game called is it a game for cats? It's a fishing game, and there's a little dot. That's Bungle playing. Well, he was so tiny. It was It was a genetic thing. All his brothers and sisters were fine because, of course, they had to do something to make sure the other cats were okay. And it was just a genetic thing that he went lame and he just died. This was just, apparently it does that, but very strange. So that was Bungle playing on his iPad. Bungle's quite spoiled, if you hadn't noticed already. Oops, wait a minute. But there is a little bit. That's Betsy and Bungle. 10 days when he was a kitten, and he just washes her face. And she turned around and washes him. So she really fell in love with Bungle. But there is a lovely little video. I have to find it now because it will drive me nuts if I don't. And I think it's under Alfie's World as well. I think I put it on Alfie's thing as well. Oh dear. Probably not a good idea because there is 700 and there's 720 videos. That's one or two videos too many. Fur babies. I think it's under fur babies. No. No, it's not looking good for... Oh, that was Coral Painter. I bought Essentials 5 and it now says that it's gone. But that was Coral Painter. I did Alfie on Coral Painter. So that's Alfie. And I really like doing Coral Painter, but I bought Essentials 5 and then it was about £50–60 and now it's £20, but it's not valid. I've got to buy it again. So I'm not really impressed with that. Oh, it may have done. Yeah. Oops, sorry, guys. It may have done. It may have done. It's just I normally put Alfie's things together. But the only reason was my hands were getting worse. And that's the only reason, that I ended up with this was because my hands were getting worse. Obviously, didn't expect to break the wrists. I didn't expect to break the wrists, but I wanted to prove I could still paint a little bit. But it's not brilliant with the right hand. But I did that with my right hand. Maybe next week, I'll set up Coral Painter, and I'll paint all day. So I didn't do it on the iPad. This one, I did it on the Oogie. I think it's HK80. And it's the 15-inch Oogie, but I can't pick it up at the minute. But because I have to use one laptop for the camera, and then I use one laptop to use, otherwise I won't be able to see anything. So I can't plug it in to use at the same time because it takes the whole screen up. So the whole screen of my laptop looks like this, and I've got certain things, but obviously I can't see what's happening with chat or anything. So I think next week I think I'm going to do this one. It's for a competition, and unfortunately it's got to be a self-portrait, and I hate self-portraits. I hate drawing myself, but I do like the reflection in the eyes. So I think that's what swayed me a little bit, is I can get a reflection. Got some good bags as well. Got some good happens. So I think I'm going to do that. I'll do that next Thursday. And I'm going to see if I can set up the camera so it works a bit better. I think I'll do that one. So I think that's the painting I'm going to do next. Because I've got Coral Painter, so I want to use it. I also thought, I hear the cats. This is the one I thought I may paint because of the pink nose. I mean, what a gorgeous little face that she has. Oh, gosh, come on, Heather. So she's got a really pretty face. And I love the little highlight on her nose there. And again, she's got the highlight in her eyes as well. She's got the window reflection in her eyes. So again, that's quite a nice one. What else have we got? This was a pretty one. But we think the hero of the day is the mummy cat because she's, in fact, if I show this, I can play this because it's my video. This is what I've just done for the RSPCA. And it'll show you the cats and what the names. So Buddy. So that one was Buddy. He's Buddy. He's gorgeous. He's 5. Rocco. And then we've got Annabelle, Maria, and Susie. That's Susie. She's got gorgeous eyes. And then we've got the little terrapins again. So I keep making quick videos. I really think I want to paint that one because of the, and these are happy ever after ones. She had a tongue out, bless her. Her teeth were so bad. They're Bungle and Betsy's brothers and sisters. That's what I do all day, sit play with kittens. And then there's our Bungle. So if you have a look, well, when I was doing portraiture when I was at uni, so I really wanted to do portraiture. But I do have 2 canvases ready. But again, as I say, I didn't expect to break the wrists. So I'm trying to find this cat one. I think I'm going to paint this one. The original one, this is what she's doing. She's peeping out. That's what she's doing. Oh, gosh, sorry, guys. She's peeping out of a play toy. But when you blow it up, which is what I did, that's her again. I love this one. I'm very tempted to paint this one because of the straw in front of her face and the devilment it hiding. And she's got a bit of a claw out there. But I just love the reflection in the eyes again. I think they're just absolutely scrumptious. So I'm quite tempted to do her. And then, of course, you can do all this gorgeous raffeta. And so I am tempted to paint that one. She was obviously playing with something to try and, but she has such a pretty face. And of course, again, with the light. But I do like that mischievous look. She was, I think she was in a barrel playing. But of course, the hero of the day, and I can't find the mum. I better tip it up because you'll be sick. Oops. The hero of the day is this little mum here, and she's very pretty, and she will need a home. This is what she was doing. Look, here she is. So she was having a play. My daughter took my iPad to the pens because I couldn't get to the pens, and she was having a play in the tunnel. See, I love that one as well. I love that one again with the reflections. And you wouldn't think it was the same cat. But this is what she was doing. My daughter was playing with her and the cat. So she was playing in the pen. So that's what she's doing. And then I've highlighted it and taken the photograph of her. But she was playing in one of her play pen things. There she is, look. When you blow it up. So that's what she was doing. She was playing in the tunnel. And I blew it up. There you go, having a good old play. So that's what part of my job is. But if there's any kittens, I tend to do that. So I did that one. And then we had, but the hero of the day is this mummy. So here she is with the babbies. And that was another one that I think I may paint as well, that one. I think, because even this one, these are 3 weeks old. And of course, that was last week. So they're 4 weeks old now. And there's the mum. There's the mummy. She kept moving the babies about. They're so cute, these little babies. So she's the hero because she's the one that they've and she just would not keep still. She would not keep still. She was moving about all the time, wriggling around. And as soon as the kittens were on, she'd fall over and they'd drop off. So there's a little bit of a video of her, if I find it. Oopsie. There. So if we watch the video, tip that up. And you'll see what I mean when they were all trying to feed and she was moving about, doing exercising. She was doing all sorts. And one fell off and then she turned over and they all fell off. And she was just like that all the time. She just would not keep still. And it was my job to touch them and pick them up, but obviously not too much because there were only Diddy there. But now they're getting older, and I tried to get photographs of them. It was almost impossible because she wanted to hide them under the table. So it's my job to try and get a couple of nice photographs of them. And but she's definitely the hero. But I did have a lovely one of her because she just stood in front of me. And I got a photograph. I thought, oh, that would be good to paint because I think she deserves to be painted. And she's sitting in the rocking chair, being a, look how good I am. I'm a good mum. Oh, that was the week before with the terrors. I played 4 hours with these kittens and I could not get a photograph of them because they would not keep still. They were just running about constantly. They would not keep still. Is that the one where they have a fight? They did this for 4 hours and I kept thinking, oh, they're going to be tired in a minute. And I was trying to get a photograph of them and they just wouldn't even stay in camera. They would not stay in camera. They just did this for 4 hours. I'd never known such rough and tumble. And it's my job to watch them. And I'm supposed to be stroking them, but I didn't need to tire them out because there was just the two of them and and she was so rough with her. They were so rough. They were just so rough. And that's what I did. I was just desperately trying to get some photographs of them. And I took hundreds of photographs and I could not get one. I just could not get a photograph until I got this one. And this is the one that is the only one that she's not blurred. The one I used. Because she was just a rat. But, oh, no, that was the one. I managed to get one that wasn't blurred. That's the one we used. And that's when she got home from that one. But they just would not keep still. They were just manic. And you'd think they'd tire themselves out, but they didn't. And there's a look, that's a lovely one. We thought that was Victor, so they called her Victor and Victoria. They just would not keep still. They were like this for hours. They would not keep still. And so every time I pressed the camera, they moved. So it went on and on and on and on. And eventually there was a little bit of a video of them. And it was so funny. I wonder if it was this one. And I'm trying to play with them, and they're, no, we don't want to play with you. We want to play. We want to play. Because if I get one, I can get the other one. But it wasn't as good as beating your sister up, I'm afraid. And then she pushed him off. Then there were no kittens then. Just sitting there waiting for kittens. I love this face. If ever there was a face, look at that face. She was definitely a fighter. Is this the one she's fighting him? This is cute. She's fighting him. And then, oh yes, this is the one. Is this the one? Yeah, this is. No, it was this one. It's this one. I love this one. I love this one. And then he looks at me. She bops him on the nose. And then she pushes him off. It was just so. That was quite fun trying to, and I did hundreds of photographs until I realised that the only ones I'd got, I had to cut the other ones out because they were just running about. But I want the picture of the mummy. And I felt sure it was on here because my daughter took the iPad to take a photograph of them. No, it's not there. I'll have to find the photograph that I want. So thanks, guys, for stopping by. It's a bit bitty today. Again, I'm just a bit... Ugh. I've done 1 or 2 bits, but it's difficult to concentrate. I think I'm going to do this portrait next week, I think. I think that would be best for... it'll take all day, though. It will take all day. It's you know, because it's... I think I did it for about 4 or 5 hours. I might time myself for 4 hours. I think I'll time myself. That might be better. Let's see if we have the mummy cat. But she was posing. She was posing.